The night after WrestleMania. I'm not going to talk about the entire show, but I am going to talk about some of the things I wondered why they went there, and the things that were good and the things that were bad. Ronda Rousey re-breaking Stephanie's arm. I understand why they did it, because they're setting up to SummerSlam. There's no way they're not going to. And it's the wisest thing to go. I will say that at least Ronda made it look decently good. I'm okay with that. Next, the tag match between, and this, calm. I don't want to start cursing like I did in WrestleMania. That really upset me that I was cursing my damn head off so bad. That's how upset I was with that show. It was passable. I'm making it clear to anyone who saw my WrestleMania review. That was a passable. Just passable. It was not a great show. Anyone who liked it, more power to you. To me, it was barely passable. But here, seeing this tag match with Mickie James and Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax, who should be a heel instead of a face, I will say it was good to see one of the first people who came up from NXT, and that was Ember Moon. My baby. The one who originally I heard about when I watched Reality of Wrestling, that is Booker T's promotion, well, developmental promotion. It is good to see her on the main roster. How they're going to use her is going to be a question. She did well. The next one we saw, No Way Jose. Now, I didn't get a chance to see the match. I got upset because I could not see the match because the stream died on me. And I had to look for another one. By the time I saw it again, No Way Jose won. But it's not like it's not like something I hadn't seen before for No Way Jose. He did his job, he won, and that was it. The next one that I have been talking about for almost 6 months. If anyone's known me doing these reviews, you guys know who I'm talking about. Once Rhino and Heath Slater said, "Come on out, whoever you are." I knew it had to be the ones I've been waiting for. And it was. The Authors of Pain are now on Raw. And they destroyed Heath Slater and Rhino. Didn't even give them a chance. They annihilated them. But here's the worst thing they could have done. The worst thing they could have done. I don't know who the moron was in the back that made this decision. To now separate Paul Ellering from the Authors of Pain. Why? Now, unless Paul said it himself, I don't want to do it anymore. Separating these three is the most stupidest thing you could have done. The Authors of Pain needed Paul Ellering. That's the reason why they were so good. Without Paul, the Authors of Pain are going to be an issue. I don't care what anyone says. Precious Paul Ellering made the Authors of Pain. And by you separating them, without even giving us time to see if they can handle it, one match, and now they don't want him. That's where you made your most stupidest mistake, WWE. Or Paul himself. Or Razor and... If these guys said we don't need Paul in the back, which I think they didn't. If Paul said he doesn't need to be doing this, and I don't believe he did, these stupid fuckers, and I had to do this one curse. These guys, as I just said, made the most worst mistake they've made in so long. You have a good, credible tag team with a great manager, and you just separated them. Unless they rethink their idea of what the Authors of Pain need, and they're going to let them team up back with Paul Ellering, this was the worst mistake anyone could have made. I'm saying it right now. 100% this is the worst mistake. No matter if anyone thinks these guys could do great. Eichel, I can't believe I'm mispronouncing his name. But you know what I mean. These guys are not in trouble. Period. Now here's another person. Well, let's talk about two people. You got Elias so over with the crowd. Oh, it is a poetry in motion. Seeing how over he is and how they were screaming walk with Elias. How they were willing to say they were morons and anything else that he said. And then Lashley shows up. he appears. And then he proceeds to destroy Elias. Why? Why did they need to bring out Lashley and destroy Elias? Why? There was no point in it. There was no point in destroying Elias like that. I'm happy to see Lashley back. But it was the most dumbest thing to do, to destroy someone who's got so much momentum. Why do it? Why? What a waste. Now, one sad thing, and this kind of hurts even more. When Sasha was up against Mandy Rose, and then you got Bayley coming out, and that stupidness still is going on, where one of them should be a heel, one of them should be a face, and they should have had their match, which they didn't. They're still supposedly at odds with each other, and there's no ending of it. That just was plain stupid. They should have gave these two a WrestleMania match or a kickoff show match, something. It's dumb. But then worse. Instead of not even having this, you could have left this out and let Paige go into the ring and say her goodbyes then. Not after that horrible botchery of Sasha and Bayley looking so freaking awkward, like they still can't get on the same page. That was dumb. So it's finally come. Paige is now finished with the WWE. She can't wrestle. So I don't know what's going to happen with Paige. Maybe she'll go meet up with Alberto. Now, the problem is that Alberto is no longer with Impact Wrestling because of the incident there. I'm not going to talk about it because I really don't know all of the details. And I don't want to know until I look at the website and try and find out exactly what happened. But Alberto is not in Impact Wrestling. I know that now. But this is just sad to see Paige is gone. It's over. Hopefully she'll be okay. The last thing I'm going to talk about is... two things I'm going to talk about. One, what was the point of Braun Strowman? What? He wins the tag titles with Nicholas. Nicholas can't participate. And guess what? He relinquishes the titles, which was stupid. In the words of Randy Orton, stupid, stupid. Why did you do that? The people wanted to see Braun Strowman as the champion, the tag champion. And then you drop it to him. It's just dumb. Dumb. Unless you're going to use the Authors of Pain, it's dumb. And finally, the last match of the night. How can I say this? I didn't care. I didn't care about Seth. I didn't care about Miz. And I didn't care about Finn. I just didn't. The only reason I cared before at WrestleMania was to see the Demon. There's no Demon. So I didn't care about this because I don't care what anyone says. We have now seen Finn Balor and we've seen Seth Rollins face each other multiple times. People say it's 3 times. It's actually 5. 5. Even if it's sporadic, they face each other 5 easily times. And probably more in tag matches against one another. And in the end, what did you get? Nothing. Finn Balor is a joke. Particularly, why is Finn Balor constantly smiling, making it even worse? I don't know. And almost forgot. Seeing that Bray Wyatt is now a good guy, supposedly. Seeing that Brother Nero gave him a hug was cool. The match, when they get the going into the tag elimination, was okay. But as it stands, that's what we got on this Raw. I'm not going to give this Raw a rating. I don't want to give it a rating. I'm still disappointed about what happened in WrestleMania. I know other people enjoyed it. More power to you. I'm glad you have it. But as far as I'm concerned, WrestleMania was not that good at all. Charlotte cutting her arm open. And Asuka losing her streak to someone who really will not gain anything from it. Yeah, people say, oh, she cemented her legacy. What legacy? You mean Ric Flair's legacy? Or her legacy? Remember what I said. It takes someone highly familiar with her to make her match work. And it was Asuka. Before that, it was, guess what? Ruby Riott had to fill in the blanks for her because she was so bad. I don't understand, and I left a message on Deluxe Men's video of WrestleMania. And I told him I don't agree with him and what he believes with Charlotte being one of the best women, because she is not. He respected my opinion and I respect his. But I still have not heard one person disagree with me about Charlotte Flair. She acts just like her father. And in the end, this WrestleMania, she hurt herself. And just like I said on Deluxe Man's video in the comment, I'm hoping she doesn't hurt herself too badly. Instead of cutting open her arm, she may cut open her head and give herself a damn concussion. But it's just my point of view. Have a good day. Have a good night. Peace.